I'm an artist. I was doing a performance at midnight for known ghosts that reside in a former asylum in Indianapolis. I was reading aloud from a book, and I could hear clicks and pops that were seemingly coming from the lower levels, up the staircase, and to the attic where I was. Was this the building settling? Was it contracting after having expanded in the sun all day? Had I imagined the pops coming from lower levels and up to me? I continue reading and was consciously monitoring these various sounds when suddenly I heard, clearly and into in my left ear, shh. About screamed. I shot up in the chair that I had been casually sitting in and could feel that my eyes were extremely wide. It sounded as if the sound was coming from lips that were about an inch or two from my ear. I tried to calmly and clearly say, "Thank you everyone for your attention. I'll be continuing this reading for all of you tomorrow." It was at this time that I absolutely tore ass out of that huge, creepy ass building and ran to my car. I called my wife and told her what the hell had happened. Hilariously, I was already worried about this, but my wife yelled, "Well, don't bring that fucking thing back here." I ended up, possibly, speaking to them in the parking lot for about 5 minutes, where I thanked them for their attention and for helping me. I apologise for disturbing everyone since I clearly had as I was sheeshed. I then, politely as possible, asked them to stay there, continue residing in their own space, and not follow me. I then proceeded to drive around the city for about 2 hours, hoping to shake them just in case. I guess one of those things worked as I never had any experiences at my home. Moments ago, literally. I've never been into paranormal stuff, never believed in it, honestly. But recently, that's changed dramatically. About a year ago, I moved into a new house. I want to give some background on smaller experiences before getting to what just happened tonight. Shortly after moving in, my Alexa started playing 60s rock and jazz on its own. It's kept in the office, which is almost always closed, and oddly, it only ever does this when the door is shut. The previous owner passed away from medical issues, and I later learned she loved having guests over. I like to think that explains the music. Beyond that, small things move on their own. Nothing dramatic, just noticeable. I'll set my glasses on my desk and find them on the other side. Things fall from places they physically shouldn't be able to fall from. I've watched it happen in real time. When I'm home alone, I hear footsteps in the kitchen and master bedroom. I've checked the entire house every time, nothing ever. None of it has ever been frightening, just consistent. Now, to tonight. I was sitting alone watching a movie when I felt a breeze. Strange on its own, given I was in a closed room. Then, clear as day, I heard a very distinct "hey" directly in my left ear. Not a whisper, not static, a calm, casual "hey," like a friend greeting you in passing. That's it. That's all it was. But I've never experienced anything like that before, and it shook me. At the same time, given everything, I wasn't entirely surprised. She's always been calm and unbothering. Maybe she just wanted to watch the movie. I think this just confirmed everything for me. This happened 20 years ago, but I still think about it. My sister had just had her daughter via C-section and was recovering. I was staying with her and her husband to help out. One of the things I would do is have the baby sleep in her bassinet in the guest room with me. When she woke up, I would take her into my sister to feed and then put her back to bed after. I was pretty tired from being up and down all night. I had just come back into the guest room and put the baby down, got into bed and went to turn off the bedside lamp. There was a little girl standing there in a dress and pigtails. She leaned over me until her face was inches from mine and said, "Will someone tell me what's going on in this house?" I was terrified and squeezed my eyes closed while thinking, "Go away, go away, go away." When I opened them, she was gone. In the morning, I chalked it up to being overtired and a bad dream. About 5 years later, the guest room I was sleeping in is now my niece's bedroom. She woke up crying one night and my brother-in-law went to check on her. She said to him, "The little girl hit me." It gave me chills when he told me that. Definitely my most up-close and personal experience with a ghost.